now you are going to take questions from the people who are in the hall first. The people who are joining through Zoom will ask through the chat. Hello, Professor. Like you've said before, for some reason, there could be cases where the translation is quite different from the original script. Not too long ago, I had the opportunity to translate for a video as part of a project, and I had to monitor what the past translators did before and also monitor my own work, and I had to modify my own translation so many times because of what the client wanted. And I kept seeing feedback from YouTube comment section, for example, very negative feedback from the viewers on how the translations ended up. For example, the viewers might say, this is not what my hero said, but I'm not able to defend myself. And I know that interpretation also ends up with some feedback that will burden your heart, but with translation, really, I get stressed out because I get negative feedback. So I wonder if you share the same kind of experience and how you react to them. So actually, I didn't do a lot of translation that were open to the general public. I used to do a lot of CNN, news, voiceover, script translations, or documentaries, and these videos are played in airplanes for Korean Air. So I'm sure that my experience is different from yours. You did YouTube videos that can be seen by the random people. And a lot of haters like to leave malicious comments. But for my translations, very limited audience only saw my translation, so I was lucky enough to not experience what you went through. I did get feedback, though. For example, in the beginning of my career, I had to translate for voiceovers, and sometimes people told me that my translations were too long for the voiceovers. But this feedback wasn't directly from the viewers. I didn't get that kind of direct feedback, so I don't know what to say. But, really, if you're proud of what you translated, and if you feel that it's valid and there was good reason for your translation, if you translated it that way, not because of some random reason like you wanted to, if you had a good reason to do so, then if you feel that your work is justified, then no matter how hard you defend your work, there will be haters who don't care about what you have to say. They will be critical. Some of them will criticize because they really don't know. But there are a lot of cases where these people just want to complain for the sake of complaining. I'm sure many cases are like that. So if there were cases where you had to modify over and over, I'm sure that you might think, if I hadn't modified in the beginning, I wouldn't be criticized like this. I had to fit into the guidelines, so it's not my fault. And you might feel a little bit of anger like that, but that is a situation out of your control. It doesn't make sense for you to not follow the guidelines given by the client, right? Because your clients are your clients, not the viewers. So there's really nothing that you can do. I'm sure that you might feel a little hurt, but don't be swayed by these comments. That's what I want to tell you. You cannot satisfy everyone. If you have your reasons for translating in that way, and you are sure you are right, there could still be a case where someone else thinks otherwise, but you are unable to satisfy that person as well. Just think of it that way. There is no one set answer that can satisfy everyone. There is no answer like A is B, like in math. Some people might like your translation, might think that is right. Other people might think it's not that great. How can you satisfy all of them? So if I were you, that's how I would take it. If you are okay with it, then it's fine. I don't know if my answer was helpful, but that is my answer.